Hey, is that better?
Yeah, I just what a palaver.
So, um, very quick, how long have we known each other?
Oh my God, right. We've known each other since let me think, 19 no, it's going to be 2002
Yeah, I was,
maybe
I
or
think,
3.
yeah, I was 21, something like that, 20, 21, I think. Um, because we were on a tour, a different tour to me, and then we ended up working together on a tour,
Yeah,
which was memories,
babe,
memories.
it was the best thing ever, that tour. It's like it cemented our friendship and nothing's ever like that ever again.
Wi-Fi. Well, look, I got this very quickly.
It
So,
probably would be the Wi-Fi. It's me. Ah! Oh my
look,
God, I love it. Yes. Yes, and look at that ship ahoy, mate. Ship shape
Meg,
and ship high.
Nigel, the captain.
Babe, I love it.
So
I
yeah,
want them I want them days back again. Nothing's like that
no,
anymore, is it?
mad, mad, mad. Well, look, when did you first start getting into? I obviously know, but when did you first start? Where did the idea come from for you wanting to get into fitness? And did the fitness come first, then the bodybuilding, or was it the bodybuilding which kind of led into fitness?
Um,
Which way?
well, if the signal's all right and we're not going to get cut off, hopefully. Um,
No.
as you know, I've always loved fitness. Always wanted to be six pack, Peter Andre, eat your heart out. Love any of that. And the gladiators from the 90s, I wanted to be one of them. Just I didn't understand anything about training. I just thought you didn't eat, you just ran on treadmills for hours on end, and you might go to the gym a little bit, and everything would be like restrictive. Didn't have a clue. Didn't have a clue. But I always knew I wanted to be like a proper bodybuilder girl, and yeah, just couldn't wait to get into it. But
Did you
didn't
have?
know how.
Did you have any help, or did you? Well, who was the first kind of person that? Was there anyone that helped you to start with, or were you like, right,
Well,
I'm
it
just going to
was
try it myself and
Well,
YouTube?
I used to watch like things and stuff like that, and watch people on the telly and see people at the gym. But my gym wasn't a bodybuilder gym, and it was just like a normal run of the mill, like commercial gym. And there was a guy there. His name was Ben, and he'd done a bit of competing. And yeah, he wasn't natural, but whatever. And I just used to say to him, "Oh Ben, can you get me looking like Jodie Marsh?" Because obviously she'd done that big transformation back
Yeah,
then.
I remember.
And yeah, and it wasn't popular before she made it popular to the masses. So
Yeah,
and all of a sudden it was like, oh, blimmin' heck, if she can do it,
yeah,
I've wanted to do this for years, and then she comes and waltzes in and makes it look easy.
yeah.
And so I just used to chat to Ben and was like, oh, what do I have to do to get like that, and this, that, and the other. And he helped me. He really set me off, and he just showed me what exercises to do, and I had to pay him, but he'd always put the time in, gave me diet plans, and he was like, right, I'm going to put you forward for competition in 12
Yeah.
weeks and I'll get you like a little lean mean griller
Well,
machine.
do you find that when did you notice the competition, like where the competition was coming in? Did you kind of, obviously in the dance world, from the get go that it's competition from auditions and other people in the room. With bodybuilding, did you have a moment where you were like, wow, this is really competitive?
Yeah, it is competitive. It's Everybody's really nice, which is a good thing, because you don't want to get backstage with people half naked and everyone's just like, "Ugh, look at you,"
Yeah,
or whatever. Everyone's really like nice to you and stuff like that. But obviously you're there to win. But my first ever show, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I'd had no posing, which is obviously one of the key important things about it.
yeah,
I'd had no posing lessons. I just copied some things out of a magazine. I totally went into it blind because there wasn't the social media back then. There wasn't the followers. There wasn't the coaches. The coaches were all up north. I couldn't get up north back then, and there wasn't this hype around bodybuilding back then as there is
yeah,
now. Like, you can get a great coach just like that
yeah,
nowadays. But when I did it, I started right from
yeah.
right from like not knowing a clue and just stepping on stage totally blind to like what's going to happen now. I didn't
Do you
care.
find,
I was just like,
do you find your
woo.
the dance training and the dancing that you do as well helped with the posing and the movement, or was that
Yeah.
harder because you do choreography and suddenly you've got to, it's more muscles than
Yeah,
movement?
it's more stiffer movement. The only thing good is when I first competed, I was a bikini girl, so there's a lot of hair swish. There's all that whoa going on,
Yeah,
and that wasn't me. Yeah, way. I
yeah,
might do it now. Oh yeah, but
yeah,
they came in handy for that. But it's a different way of moving. You have to like pose rather than dance. So
yeah,
I just used to do what I wanted. I didn't
yeah.
care. I was just like, I'm putting that in, and I'll put a kick in, and yeah,
Putting a
just have
kick.
yeah, a bit of a high kick, high flick, woo. But I just thought I'm going
Does
to put in what I want.
with your, like, obviously some people don't realize with bodybuilding, we have obviously got to talk about it quickly. It's like,
Yeah,
obviously working with kids that like teaching kids, I have so many kids that message me and they say, oh, or that they watch videos and music videos and it's all so perfection and airbrushed and no spots and sucking it in and pulling and tweaking, all that kind of stuff. And obviously it's like that in the bodybuilding world, but also drugs pays a huge, there is a bit of a weird stigma attached, I know, to the bodybuilding world. And
yeah,
that then you are dead against, aren't you?
yeah, yeah, 100%. It's I always say people do whatever they want to do in life. You can do what you want. You know, if you want to go down that road, that's entirely up to you. In bodybuilding, it's not frowned upon. You know, it's not like a oh they're on steroids. Woo! It's you know that's people that's part of it in a lot
Yeah.
of the competitions, and it always has been. But for me personally, it's not a road that I want to go down on. You know, I don't
Right.
smoke. I can't. I'm a lightweight. Back in the days, had the old smell of ices. Woo! Shiza! But but as you know, when it comes to steroids, it's not a road I just want to go down. I'm too scared for one
Yeah.
thing. Like, what is
Do you find
you
it's
don't even,
a little bit with some things that you can do because you're almost competing against people that are mutants almost. Like there's
yeah,
no, even if you're in the gym every single day, every hour of your life, you'll never be, because surely it's so sad because you think bodybuilding, like you think fitness, it's such a healthy avenue. You think, but actually, with what some of them are doing, and we'll say some, not everyone does it, but with some of them, they put so much stuff in their body. It's like almost completely against the fitness and their
yeah.
actual
But
health.
well, I always say bodybuilding is not exactly a healthy sport, especially towards like the last just before you step on stage. There's a lot of unhealthy
Yeah,
things that have to take place. But that's why you can't look that certain way, you know, every single day of the week. And
yeah,
you go to an extreme, you get that way, you get that lean, and you love it. But then you have to slowly get back to kind of getting that normal balance, just to be more
yeah,
healthy. I'm sure there's loads of people out there who do really dodgy stuff, and I've heard a few bits and pieces along the way. But honestly, I'm always just saying, you that's for you. It's not for me.
yeah,
I'll take it as far as I feel comfortable with. And luckily, I haven't ever pushed myself to the point where I've wanted to go down that road. And
yeah.
I wouldn't ever anyway. To me, I just love to see what I can achieve naturally. And
What what would you say, like, for people that, what's a typical day for you? So from the morning to when you go to bed.
well, at the minute in this blimmin' lockdown palaver,
Yeah, like, 'cause obviously with these real chats, I've been talking to different people about different and how lockdown has affected them and their actual routine. So, on a, obviously normally you would go to the gym and things like that, but
yeah,
what are you doing? What's your, to keep up with your regime? What are you doing at the moment? And what would you normally
right.
eat? That kind of stuff.
Right, well, at the moment, yeah, so I'll do my dance workout, which is an hour,
Yeah,
3 or 4 times a week. If I'm not doing that, I will have a bit of a lay in, go for a nice big walk with mum, come back, and then I'll train like 5 times a week. Still, I'll do whatever I can at home with whatever weights I've got at home, which isn't a lot. I wish it was. I haven't got the space for a home gym. I haven't got thousands of pounds that I'd feel. Um, I don't think I could spend that sort of money on dumbbells. I just think, oh, as much as I
yeah,
would love it, I'd feel guilt. I just
yeah.
couldn't spend £6,000 on a home gym. I just couldn't.
No.
You know, I just couldn't.
Buy the bags of sugar and surely just lift them and then use them for your cooking. Just
Ah, whoop whoop.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'll just do that, and I still eat healthy. I still eat a bit of a bodybuilding diet. You know, I know roughly now what I can eat to maintain what I've got, because at the minute I'm more about just maintaining what I've got. I know I'm not going to grow loads of muscle at home because I haven't got the equipment to do that, and I don't care what anyone says. You can't, unless you've got all the equipment and all the stuff and the machines and that at home, you're not going to grow muscle in lockdown. You can maintain it and you can get a bit of strength and keep things going, but you're not going to.
How many times would you go to a gym in a week? So if
five
it was open.
five times a week, 5 times.
And then do you do like, is that Monday to Friday and then you relax Saturday and Sunday? Or do you do
No,
like Monday
I
to
just
Friday,
mix it up, babe. Just mix it up. I
Oh,
don't have a set. As long as I do my system, which is normally like push days, pull days, and leg days, I just
yeah.
keep that going. So I'll
Oh,
take a day off whenever I want to. If I've got something else going on, I'll just take the day off.
yeah. Well, you have actually got some questions that some people have asked you.
Ah!
Some
Oh my God, love it. Have
I know,
I?
hang on.
Is it like, Vicky,
Some,
why are you in bed?
it's can you get a six pack just sitting down on your butt doing nothing?
Oh, let me have a think about that. If you go to your drawer and you get a marker pen and you draw,
So,
if you draw a six pack on, you've got a
the
six
most
pack on your settee.
is go underscore Philo, I don't know who that is. Says, what is the biggest lie that's told in fitness?
Ooh, the biggest lie. Oh, I got one. The biggest lie that people seem to think
Yeah,
is that carbs are bad for you, and they're
yeah,
not. Carbs are not bad for you. Obviously, you've got to eat the right kind of carbs, which people need to. That's where the knowledge comes into it. You need to know like what is a good carb and what is a bad carb. But people
okay,
see all carbs as bad.
yeah,
They think carbs are like chips and pizza and cakes and that kind of thing. Which yeah, they are a carb. But oats and bagels and brown bread and
yeah,
a whole grain pasta, they're carbs, but they're really good for you, especially when you're trying to train. And even sugar is not bad for
yeah.
you as well. You've got to like,
Moderation,
yeah, you've got to monitor it and know
yeah.
when the right time in your training to like eat it. So that's
Okay,
a
I've just
lie.
seen Andy's just come on. Andy, I've just asked you a question, mate, about
Oh,
the oats.
Andy,
Andy,
hey,
Andy
yeah.
Mars. Um, right, it says, what is one food that you wish you could eat? I already know the answer to this. Constantly, and it wouldn't affect your diet at all.
Well, pick a mix, definitely would be one of it.
That's what I thought. I was like, Harry, you literally
Or
devastated. War was shut down. I think Vicky nearly shut down herself when war was shut. The pick and
yeah,
mix section.
they ought to open Woolworths back up just for the pick and mix. Like you get pick and mix in Wilko, but it's
Yeah,
such a rip off. It's
yeah.
it's such a rip. I'm like, what? £4? I haven't even got any in the tub.
So, so pick and mix be your if you could eat it and it would
All
never
day
affect you.
long, yeah. And I love margarita pizza. Oh,
Margherita pizza.
with loads
Uh,
of burger sauce.
right. Do you think bodybuilders come with a stereotype? Alfie 4.
Yeah,
That's so. Do you think bodybuilders come with a
yeah,
stereotype?
yeah,
What would you say the
definitely.
stereotypes are?
Oh God. Well,
You dig a hole.
yeah, dig the old hole. Bodybuilders come with a stereotype that they're vain. Yes. Obsessed with the gym. Yes. Only care about themselves. Yes. But but when you're in that competition mode, everything you
Yeah.
care about is the gym. It is the gym, and your competition. You are like you've got this like tunnel vision. I've been there. I've been selfish. I've been so absorbed in it because you want to do well at it. You want to achieve what you set out to achieve. And unfortunately, when you're in a diet head and you're being restricted and all your day is mapped out, you do get a bit like vain and a bit self-centered, and you keep looking at yourself,
In the
and
phone. Yeah.
yeah, they are. It is a stereotype, which is true. But if you know that person deep down, you know that it's just a phase they're going through. So you
Yeah.
will get labelled those things. I'm sure I did. I know for a fact that I had people saying, "Oh, Vicky, I bet she loves herself," and this and that. It's like, well, it's not really that I love myself. It's I'm trying to
Yeah.
achieve a goal, and you've got to put love into yourself to get that goal, out of it.
Yeah.
So you know
Definitely.
what I mean. That makes sense, sort
No,
of.
I 100%. It's an act, and I think that's the same with you. When you're bodybuilding and you're in the gym and you're trying to maintain a goal and a fitness, and you sacrifice so much,
Yeah.
people have this tendency to go, "Oh, she obviously loves herself," to posing in the mirror, but they don't realise you're practicing your poses.
Yeah.
You're strict regime. You're on a time limit to get things done in a certain time before your body wears out, and so yeah.
It's
This
all
one,
about it's just
go on.
all about people people in life need to realize that sometimes you've got your own sort of thing going on, and you need to
Yeah,
just put yourself first to get some things out of life. You can't always be, oh, sorry, I didn't speak to you in the gym because I was too busy. Oh, sorry. I used to do that. People used to get annoyed with me because I didn't stand and chat in the gym, and I'm like, you have no idea. I'm in this gym
yeah,
2 hours minimum. I haven't got chance to stand there for another 10, 15 minutes, having a good old gas
yeah.
about your boyfriend troubles or whatever. It'd be like, look, just ring me up later, which they never
Who you
did.
split up with four, who you split up with 4 times over, and you're back crying.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like,
Sorry.
I ain't got time for this, man.
Right, this is the last question, and they didn't
Oh,
want to put
what?
their name, but it said, can I start? It's quite amusing just because of our ages, but it says, but I won't name who it is, but it says, please don't say anything, but would you advise, could I start bodybuilding fitness at 30 plus?
Uh, yes. 100%, yeah. I started, well, obviously I've been going to the gym since I was 18.
Yeah,
I started bodybuilding training, whatever getting like proper head into it at 32. So there you go. So
yeah,
yeah. Well, I would say it's never too late, but it can be a bit too early. I think nobody really. This is just my opinion, of course. I don't think anybody should start bodybuilding until you're at least 20 years old. Anything before that is just a bit too early. You need to enjoy a few more years and leave college and sixth form and go and get wild in Ibiza and just
yeah.
live your life a little
And let your
bit.
body finish, or like let your body finish
Yeah, let
growing
your body
what it
finish
needs.
like growing, let your body chill out, let your body settle it down. It's like people, going to have a nose job when they're like 15.
Yeah.
Why?
Uh, yeah.
Why?
I don't I can't say anything now because like I've seen a lot of friends that obviously as they've gotten older in the performing world have the odd little bit of Botox, and I can't say it. I never would. I have no idea, but
Please, no,
I
please
don't like
don't.
needles.
I don't mind a needle. Look, I got my tats. I love my tattoos, but I don't want all this. I like having a bit of, expression. I like people to know when I'm
Expression.
angry. Expression.
Yeah. Oh, people know when you're angry, hon. People know.
Yeah, too bad. Otherwise, what are you just going to be? Oh, hang on, I'm so angry with you, Jamie.
Oh my
I'm
god, I
so,
had the best time. The best time. Honestly, thank you. Before I go, there's one thing I want to say. Is there anything you wanted to say to anybody that is thinking about bodybuilding or fitness or starting it? Your top tip, your advice for them.
right, okay, here we go. Top tip. Do your research on getting, if you're really serious about it, do your research and getting a good coach. If, or speak to somebody at your gym who does bodybuilding or knows people who do bodybuilding. Don't just get any old PT because they won't have the knowledge in bodybuilding, specifically. Do your research. There's loads and loads of stuff out there nowadays on social media about different coaches. Just message them, look at their clients, look at the success they've had, look at their
Yeah,
body shapes, think, do I want to aspire to look like that, or is that a bit too much, or is that not the way I want to go? Just really spend some time like research. And I didn't.
yeah,
I'll put my hands up. I didn't. I just thought, yeah, you'll do. Or he looks. I'll go with him. I think I know. Just know that if you want to go down the bodybuilding route, you have got to put that hard work in. It's not easy. It takes over your whole life. And I mean that from morning, noon and night, your shopping, your eating habits, your social life, your romance life, just every day, every minute, you think, hang on, 1 minute I was doing that, and now it changes like that. But if that's what you want to do, and you're committed to it, you will enjoy it and you'll love it, because you'll get addicted to it in a good way. I think everybody should invest in their fitness, whether it's just going to the gym, running around the garden, doing a workout at home. It should be something that everybody does every single day. Even just go for a walk. Walking is the best, isn't it? It's easy, isn't it? It's free.
Yeah.
So that's my advice.
I honestly just want to thank you so much for doing this with me. I know it's your first little Insta live, but if you want to, anyone that's watching, if you feel free to follow Vicci on her Instagram. I know some of you will watch this later because I'll post this onto my Facebook and things. So I know some of you watch this later because you're having your tea now, putting the kids to bed. So feel free to follow there. You also do your workouts on which days? Which when's your next workout on Facebook?
It's Monday, Wednesday and Friday on Facebook, but I might try and do another one on Instagram again. You know, I'll put something up there, but it's normally Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays.
Always do the same. You can do Facebook. Just I don't know if your mum's got a phone or you've got another technology thing, and just set them up at the same time and just push go at the same time.
Oh, I haven't got
at the same time on the.
I ain't got, babe. You know me. I've got one phone that's broke most of the time. What the hell?
The stories we could tell.
Oh my God, we could write a book. It would be a top of the pops bestseller. Top of the pops.
Honestly, we've been to Ibiza together. We've been halfway around together. We've been up and down the UK together.
Whoop, whoop.
We've been stuck in houses together. I've been hunched over a toilet.
Oh, don't. But what on those on that flipping, what was it? We went to Leeds, all them Smirnoff ices. Oh my God. And we saw Wayne sleep, didn't we? I was like, Wayne, woo!
Good old Wayne. He's like this.
He's great. I love him. Oh, I want him to come back. He ran off. It was like, oh, all right, fair enough. See you later.
Oh, well, look, thank you so much to everyone that joined in watching. Thank you so much to Vicci for joining us live.
Yeah.
And
live in my little room.
Have a good rest of your weekend, and follow and all that kind of stuff. And if you've got anything to ask, I'm sure she will answer if you send her a message.
I will. I love it. I like this. It was fun. I felt like I was Piers Morgan. Woo!
Life stories.
Life stories. Oh, Jay, I love you loads. Thank you.
I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.